Drive your career forward with Albert Lee Bus Company. We're looking for bus monitors. Help ensure the safety, order, and well-being of preschool and special needs students by supervising behavior, assisting with buckling, and supporting a safe ride to and from school. No experience needed. Paid training and flexible schedules are provided. Perfect for retirees, parents, or anyone seeking extra income. Make a difference every ride. Apply today with Albert Lee Bus Company.
And they're going to hear me.
A 30-cent Hy-Vee fuel saver for every $60 this Saturday and Sunday. That's a 30-cent fuel saver for every $60 you spend in-store and online. Saturday and Sunday, only at Hy-Vee.
A brand new house, or you just got done with a remodeling project. You want to show it off, but the construction has left a giant mess of dust and dirt. This is Beth Ayatt. After the work is done, let Service Master by Ayatt make sure that you don't have to do more work to clean up after the construction crew leaves. Show off and demand the yellow van. Call Service Master by Ayatt today, 877-945-0993.
Demand the yellow van. Call Service Master.
Take the first step toward the smile you've always wanted with a call to Alpha Orthodontics in Albert Lee. Dr. Gleich specializes in creating confident, picture-perfect smiles and is the area's only top 1% Diamond Invisalign provider. If you're looking for a less noticeable way to straighten your teeth, ask about Invisalign. Call 507-377-0222 today and schedule your complimentary consultation. Alpha Orthodontics, where dream smiles begin.
When it comes to your home, we know you have lots of options for contractors. At GT Window and Door, we believe what sets us apart is simple. We're local, we're invested in our community, and we stand behind our work. From windows and doors to siding and seamless gutters, we're focused on quality materials, experienced crews, and getting the job done right the first time. The next time you're planning a project, please give us a chance to earn your business. Visit gtwindowanddoor.com to schedule your free estimate. GT Window and Door, helping transform your house into a home.
And we're live here at Hike Field as we got VFW baseball action for you today. The Albert Lee VFW Post 447 will take on the Winona VFW Post 1287. And just getting done with ins and outs here, and they'll start rocking before long. This Winona team is really good. They're 19-1. He said they play double headers all the time because they got 20 guys to choose from, and they're very good this year. Only one loss. Albert Lee has been the opposite. Can't get enough guys to play some weeks, some days. They're 1-9 on the year, and their one win was against Waseca, 13-2, a game they had to forfeit because they didn't have enough guys. They had to borrow a Waseca player. So you forfeit the game, but you can play still. It doesn't mean anything in the standings, apparently. But same thing happened in Owatonna. They had to use two Owatonna players. Ended up losing 11-6 anyway. But yeah, it's been there's been some flashes of good and some flashes of bad, but that's going to happen. You're not getting a lot of practice time, and these guys need to know each other too to play together. Some of them have played together for a while since youth ball, but it's their first games on the big stage here at Hike Field. Bigger dimensions and lots more going on. I think they might start early. I do have, in fact, let's skip that next break, and I'm just going to go to my interview here with Graydon Anderson before it gets too late here. It's a 3-minute chat I had with the manager just before the game here at Hike Field on AlbertLeeLive.com. All right, Graydon Anderson is the manager of VFW Post 447 baseball, and he's on the pregame with me here. Last night, you guys lost to a pretty good Rochester Century Post 1215 team, 13-3, 6 innings. But first half of the game, you got a great start from pitcher Brian Bakken, and the defense retiring the first 8 Century batters. I was thinking no.
Yeah, I was looking very good for the first few innings, and we were playing baseball. Everyone was getting outs. When they were hitting, the ball wasn't finding the gap. It was going right to our players. Yeah. So it was nice to have a little bit of a switch up.
And then immediately after that, then they got 8 out in a row after you scored in the first. But both defenses and pitchers were doing well early on anyway. But now you got Winona VFW Post 1287, and originally a doubleheader starting at 11. It's now a single game at 10. Who's on the hill for you today?
And Brant will be on the hill for us today.
Andon, yeah, he's been a regular pitcher of yours up there in innings with the tops on the team. You wrap up the regular season tomorrow at 5 here at Hike Field against your I-90 rival, Austin Post 12-16. And then a week off till the playoffs a week from today. Do you get playoff time scheduled? Or, I mean, everybody's busy.
Yeah, we'll see.
Practice time is busy.
Yeah, if we are going to be ending up playing in districts, we'll be trying to get a few practices in next week. What time, I'm not quite sure, because like I said, we have Tiger football camp and I have to be in Lenox, so I'm going to be busy next week too, so it's not great timing, but maybe on Friday we might have a quick little practice before we start off in districts.
Yeah, it's not like they haven't been playing all year since the spring anyway, but is that double elimination once you get into there?
That I'm not sure on. It's been a while since I've played VFW, and I haven't quite looked deep into if it's double elimination.
I'm not sure if the first round is. I think the second round is, but anyway, yeah, I can look that up too. Have you gotten commitments from any travel league players to help you out there this weekend?
Yes, we're having possibly 2 kids join us for districts from travel ball, which will be a nice addition for us to have, just to have a little bit extra bodies and some arms for pitching.
Oh, I know. I mean, it's got to wear you out having 8, 9, 10 guys each game, and you can't make any moves.
Exactly, can't. And especially with some of them, they're just I want to play the field only. I don't want to pitch type of situation. We think we have maybe 5 pitchers out of the 10. So, especially towards this big stretch at the end of the year, it's been a little hard trying to pick who's going to pitch and saving arms with the pitch count and everything like that.
Yeah, with all the games pushed back to this time of year. Anyway, all right. And do you have to have a roster set by a certain day for the playoffs, or can you add and subtract right up to game time?
I had it submitted at the end of June, but Al Brooks did some digging, and we can add a player as long as we're not replacing a player. Okay. So as long as we do that and they're of age, which they will be, because I believe the 2 kids we'll be adding are going to be sophomores, so they're the perfect age for VFW.
Yeah, all right. Hey, man, good luck.
Thank you very much. Go Tigers.
There you go. That's, of course, Graydon Anderson. A rough first year at the helm here for Post 447. Do you have the Winona lineup on screen? You might have to overlay that when it gets to there. And you got to overlay it so it goes on that screen. There you go. They have Louis Shira, center fielder. It's going to be Andon Brandt taking on these guys. Rawson Sullivan is a catcher, batting second. Devin Corder playing left field, will bat third. Third baseman Jamison Lynch is the cleanup batter. Will Shenzhen, second baseman, will bat fifth. Moses O'Brien, first baseman, is sixth. Seventh is Max Nisbet, the right fielder. Riker Shell, the DH and left fielder, will bat eighth. Noah Martinka, the pitcher, bats nine. Carter Anderson not batting to start with. He's batting shortstop. And here we go. Louis Shira, center fielder, steps in to face Andon Brandt, who fires, and we're underway with a strike called. And so I got my youngest with me today. And go back to the scoreboard. And strike one. Strike one so far, 0-1. That's behind him, so 1-1. As Andon Brandt tries to find the zone here. He's got 12 and 2/3 innings pitched, which is tied with Brendan Soper for most on the team. Cooper Rassler right there with 10 and 2/3. Brandt 3 strikeouts behind Soper for the team lead. 10 for Brendan. Andon has 7 in his 12 and 2/3. He's walked 19. 20 earned runs, 17 hits in those 12 and 2/3 innings, and he's hit 3 batters. His ERA at 14.28. But that can drop with several good innings here today. It's 1-2 after the foul ball. A ball and 2 strikes. That's another foul, so it's still 1-2. To the leadoff batter, Louis Shira of Winona, Post 1218. VFW baseball here, and then tomorrow, this is just a one game today, and then tomorrow it's a 5 o'clock game against Austin. Here on Albert Lee Live, last regular season game. The Legion got canceled yesterday for some reason in Rochester at Century. Wasn't weather related, but probably personnel related. 2-2 is the count now. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Louis Shira. Hold that bat out in front of him and lets that one go for a full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. They have 4 bench players. Albert Lee had none, so nobody can get hurt. We don't need another forfeit. As Brandt shakes off a sign or two, and now he's ready to deal. Full count payoff pitch is put in the air and foul and out of play. Catcher interference they're calling, so he will take his base. The dreaded CI must have got the glove in the bat area. So he's on with nobody out, and Rawson Sullivan, the right-handed batting catcher, is up next. Did you figure it out there, Pace? Yeah. When there's outs, you can put those on. You get the base runners. You're doing good. All right. 1 on. Gets a big lead over there, does Shira. With Peyton holding him on at first. And he's off and running with the first pitch, and he'll be safe as behind the plate here. It's Bryant Bakken. No throw there on that one. First baseman Peyton Alberts. Second base Felix Budrick. At third, Manny Cavazos. Shortstop is Garrett Hugsdahl. With Brendan Soper in left, Cooper Rassler in center, and Ethan Henchy out in right. This is towards right and angling out of play and can't quite catch up to it out there, Ethan Henchy. So a strike there, and it's 0-2 to Rawson Sullivan. So a catcher's interference is how Louis Shira got on. Then he steals second. He's standing out there with nobody out, and a 0-2 count to Sullivan. Brandt delivers, and that's a base hit to right. Scooped up, and they hold the runner at third. So runners at the corners now, first and third, with nobody out. And Devin Corder is the left-handed hitting left fielder. Number 3 in the order for post 1287. As Brandt stands in, he can check the runner at third. The runner first goes. They're not going to throw down there just because the guy at third was waiting for that. No attempt even. Some teams attempt to throw the runner out at second, but get it picked off by the pitcher or something. They cut it off and get ready to throw the runner out at home, should he break. None of that happened as a swing and a miss. And it's 1-1 now to Corder. Still nobody out. Runners at second and third after Sullivan stole that base without a throw. Strike is called. This umpire does not leave that any mistake there. He calls his strikes. That's good. A ball and 2 strikes to Corder. Third guy up, looking for the first out here defensively. A pass ball or a wild pitch there scores the run. Shira from third, and it's 1-0. Winona. And also down to third goes Sullivan. So a man on third, nobody out. 2-2 is the count to Devin Corder. And a 1-0 lead for Winona with Brandt dealing, and that's outside. So 3 balls and 2 strikes. You know, yesterday I mentioned it with the manager, Anderson. We had we got the first 8 batters out in the game yesterday against Century, and then they started putting up crooked numbers by the bunches. There's a fly ball to center. They may send the guy. It's a short shot to center, and they do not send him with pretty good arm out there. Cooper Rassler making the catch, but it was fairly shallow center, so no reason to take a chance, and there's 1 out with a runner at third, and here's Jamison Lynch, the third baseman, a right-handed bat. Finally got that first out now. Let's see if we can couple more easier. Well, that starts outside, ball 1. Brandt had the unlucky incident of the catcher's interference against the first batter, who ended up scoring, as Brian Bakken got in the way there somehow. A couple of steals for these Winona boys. Then the fly out, and Jamison Lynch now with a 1-1 count and 1 out with that runner at third, Sullivan. He's got a little bit of a lead over there, but not much. That's a strike on the outside corner. A ball and 2 strikes to Jamison Lynch. Third baseman stands right up on the line in the box. Gives him extra reach for the other side of the plate. He leaves that one go, and it's ball 2, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. 1 out, 1 in, 1 on. And that's on the ground to third. Scoop try there by Cavazos, and it goes off of his glove. And everybody's safe. That is a play that needs to be made, and I hate to do it, but I'll give Manny an E5. Allowing Lynch to reach. The run scores. And it's 2-0 with Will Shenzhen up. Still 1 out. Runner at first. And that's a base hit to left, right between third and short. So now runners at first and second with 1 out. Shenzhen's on first. Lynch on second. Moses O'Brien, the first baseman, is up. Second hit of the game for Winona. 2 runs in. They've been active. They've been stealing bases, so we'll see what happens here with first and second and 1 out. They got an out to play with here. They could bunt runners over, but he swings away and fouls it off. Strike 1. And the pitch is up high. Ball and a strike to Moses. You got Moses playing in this game. It's fouled off to the right and out of play. Ball and 2 strikes.
He's going to part the field like the Red Sea.
You think?
Yeah, probably. That'd be pretty tough.
Just waited till he got to Albert Lee to do that, right?
Yeah, of course.
There's another foul and out of play. Stays alive at 1 and 2. O'Brien back in the box a little bit, about midway. A little waggle to the bat, and here's a bloop single. It's going to drop right in front of Hinchy out there, and then that loads the bases. Another hit. That's a third hit. Still no walks or strikeouts for Andon Brandt, but he's given up the 2 hits. They had, of course, the batter's interference to put another runner on. Now it's Lynch at third, Shenzhen at second, O'Brien at first for Max Nisbet, a right-handed hitting first baseman. Or no, he's the right fielder. O'Brien's the first baseman. He's not being held on. The Albert Lee infield is, well, Alberts is up at first, almost to the grass. Everybody else is fairly much back. Base deep, and that's outside. 1 and 1 to Nisbet. 7th batter this inning, here top of the first. Another good team. This 19 and 1, I think, is what the manager told me. That's impressive. They've been playing doubleheaders all summer, and we can't get a doubleheader. Every time it seems like we have a doubleheader scheduled, it's either canceled altogether, or moved back, or postponed, or it's shortened to 1 game. 2 and 1 to Nisbet, and he skies 1 foul and out of play. 2 and 2. It's a numbers game. It's good to hear that for the playoffs, maybe they'll get a couple of extra Travel League players. Hopefully they're good. And give us a little juice heading into the playoffs. I think, you never know. We get on a roll. Can upset some people. We'll be playing the top seeds. But 3-2 is the count to Nisbet. It's Max, but it's not MAX. It's MACS. As he fouls one off the plate. So we'll redo 3-2 with the bases loaded. 1 out, 2 runs in. Top of the first. Not a great start for Albert Lee Post 4-4-7. As Brandt delivers. And that's ripped to left field for a base hit. That's going to score 1, and everybody just moves up a base. 3-0 as Lynch comes in. And an RBI single for Max Nisbet. O'Brien's at second. Shin's in at third. 3-0. And in steps 8-hitter Riker Shull, the DH. He's actually the left fielder. No, he's not. He's a DH, and he's hitting for Carter Anderson. That is a strike called to Riker. 0-1. Still only 1 out. As we have new baseball. Brandon didn't like the other one, so Shell, another righty. And that is 2-1 is the count. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Bases loaded, top of the first, 3-0 Winona, and looking to add more. Oh, that almost hit him, but gets away from Bakken and the catcher position, and in comes Shinzen to score, make it 4-0. 2 wild pitch runs for Brandt, so they end up being earned runs. So all 4 so far have been earned. And Riker with a 3-1 count. And now we've got just runners at second and third, with Nisbet at second, O'Brien at third. And this is hit to the gap in right center. That's going to score 2 more. Picked up by the right fielder Ethan Henchy. Throws in, but not before the O'Brien and Nisbet each score on a 2 RBI single for Riker Shell. 4th hit of the inning. 6 runs are in. The only one who hasn't scored is Devin Corder, and he made the out on a fly to center. 9th batter, Noah Martinka, the pitcher. He's a right-hander batter. Need an out. Second or first is a force out. Double play would be great. They pulled one of those. They've been pulling double plays lately, this Albert Lee defense. In the middle there, you've got Hugsdahl and Budrick at short and second. They throw over to Peyton at first, and back in safely is Shell. 1-0 to Martinka. 1 out, runner at first. And he's off and running. And Bakken catches the ball and does not have time to even mount a throw down to second. So another stolen base. That's their 3rd of the inning. And another in scoring position, and it's 2-0 to Martinka. That's up high, gets away from Bakken again, and down to third goes Shell. I might call that a pass ball, because it is in his glove. It seemed like kind of went through the webbing, almost. Might want to tighten that up. And 3-0 count to Martinka, with a runner at third now, and 1 out. And he got a strike. He thought it was going to influence the ump, but umpire loudly says strike, and it's 3-1. Brandt delivers on the inside corner, says the umpire, and it's 3-2. And that is a walk with a 3-2 count out of the zone on that one. First walk of the game for Brandt. First and third and one out. Now the top of the order. They've batted around here. Shira's up for the second time. He reached on batter's interference, or catcher's interference, I'm sorry, and then stole second and ended up scoring on a wild pitch. First run of the game. 6-0 now, and still in the first, and still only one out. As the runners get their leads, and the runner goes to second unchallenged with the fourth steal of the game. 1-0 to Shira. It's inside 2-0. Second and third, one out. 6 runs in. 2-0 count to Louis Shira. Louis spelled Lewi. Thought about swinging at that one and didn't, but should have probably because it was a strike. Just not his liking. Two and one, 2 more in scoring position here as it's starting to get out of hand early. Need another out. Strikeout would be nice. But it's now 3-1 to Louis. And this is hit in the air to left. Going back to make the grab is the left fielder, but that's going to score another run on the tag. As Brendan Soper made the grab, but he was way back deep. So another run scores as Shell comes in to make it 7-0. On to third goes Martinka. And a fly ball to left is the second out. 2 down. Runner at third. 7-0, top of the first. And Rawson Sullivan, who had a base hit, stolen base, and a run scored, his first time up this inning. The 11th batter, and that's right to Soper, and he got the catch there. So nice back-to-back catches out and left for Brendan. Got to talk to him yesterday in the pregame. Fine young man, so nice 2 plays there, and finally they get the third out. 7 runs scored, though, so we go to the bottom of the first, and it is 7-0 for Winona over Albert Lee on albertleelive.com.
Take the first step toward the smile you've always wanted with a call to Alpha Orthodontics at Albert Lee. Dr. Gleich specializes in creating confident, picture-perfect smiles and is the area's only top 1% Diamond Invisalign provider. If you're looking for a less noticeable way to straighten your teeth, ask about Invisalign. Call 507-377-0222 today and schedule your complimentary consultation. Alpha Orthodontics, where dream smiles begin.
You have a brand new house. The construction has left a giant mess of dust and dirt. Call Service Master by Ayat today. 877-945-0993.
The man, the yellow van, call Service Master.
A 30-cent Hy-Vee fuel saver for every $60 this Saturday and Sunday. That's a 30-cent fuel saver for every $60 you spend in-store and online. Saturday and Sunday, only at Hy-Vee.
And we go to the bottom of the first, and Albert Lee's got a lot of work going on for him here with a 7-0 deficit as they'll take on pitcher Noah Martinka, the right-hander, finishing his warm-up tosses. It's Garrett Hugsdahl, the shortstop, Cooper Rassler, the center fielder, Bryant Bonkin, the catcher, Brendan Soper, the left fielder. Peyton Albert's batting 5th, playing first base. Ethan Hinchy out in right will go 6th. 7th is Andon Brandt, the pitcher. Felix Budrick, the second baseman, bats 8th. And Manny Cavazos playing 3rd is number 9 in the order. And lefty Hugsdahl steps in. Garrett with a .379 average, Leads the team in hits with 11, at-bats with 29. And actually, Rassler's got 31 ABs. But he is tied with Cooper Rassler for the lead in runs scored with 7 as he takes ball 1. He's got 5 RBIs, which is third best on the team. Only 1 strikeout and 29 at-bats for Hugsdale. Sends that one in the air. Pitcher says he's got it. Runs almost to home and makes the grab. Pops straight up by Garrett. 1 up, 1 down. Cooper Rassler is up. 1 strikeout for Hugsdale. That's very impressive. As Cooper Rassler with a 258 average. He's got 31 at-bats to lead the team. 8 hits, 7 runs scored. Tied for the best on the team. 2 strikeouts in his 31 at-bats, so very disciplined there. 4 walks. 8 stolen bases. Cooper leads the team in steals. He's 1 ahead of Hugsdale for the team lead in that category. It's 1-0 to Coop. With 1 out, nobody on here. Down 7-0. They got to start getting some base runners here. And that is ripped right past the shortstop who tried the sweep motion, and that didn't work out so well for him. So Cooper's on. A 1-out single. And so far, so good with Bryant Bakken coming up. The catcher tonight, or today. So used to night games. Bakken with a 280 average coming in here. 7 hits, 25 at-bats. 3 runs scored, 4 RBIs, 2 strikeouts, 2 walks. The strikeouts are pretty low for most of these guys for Albert Lee for the at-bats they have. He's also doubled. One of his 7 hits is a double, and he stole a base as well, Bryant. He's got a runner at first, Cooper Rassler, and a 1-0 count now to Bakken. Strike is called, 1-1. As Martinka checks Rassler at first and then delivers on the ground to third. They get the lead runner at second. Cooper on to first in time. Double play. A 1-2-3 first for the Winona defense. And it's 7-0 after 1 on AlbertLeeLive.com.
Drive your career forward with Albert Lee Bus Company. We're hiring bus drivers now. Perfect for retirees, parents, or anyone looking to earn extra income. Enjoy competitive pay, flexible schedules, and the chance to serve your community every day. No experience needed. We provide paid training, hands-on support, and a $1,000 sign-on bonus. Drive when it works for you. Hop on board and apply today with Albert Lee Bus Company.
Back here. Oh, these are not different. How come they're not? We changed the lineups, but it's all yesterday's players now. Well, there's Shira. Nolan Frank needs to be changed to Devin Corder. If you can get to the lineup there. And he is the LF left fielder, number 5, Devin Corder. Korder. He flew out to center field his first time up for the first out of that 7-run first inning. He was the only one that didn't score of the first 8 batters. They got 7 in. It's pretty good math on my part there, right? 4 hits, 7 runs, 1 walk, a couple of wild pitches. As we await, Graydon Anderson was catching for Bakken, who just had an at-bat, I should say. Tried to say. As they batted 11 in that first inning, did Winona, to take the 7-0 lead. And so they'll start with the 3-4-5 hitters, Corder, Lynch, and Shenzhen. Shenzhen, by the way, if you want to change that, it's SCHENDZEN. I don't know if I had an extra E in there after the first N. No, it's after, between the H and N, there's an E. Anyway, lots of runs scored in that first, and here's lefty Corder to start out after flying out in the center field in the first. New pitcher for Albert Lee is Manny Cavazos. And a strike is called. A strike is barked. Top of the second, 7-0. That's out of the zone, 1-1. Manny has pitched only 2 innings so far this year for the VFW. He throws one in there. That's popped up. Foul territory, left side. That's out of play. So strike 1 and 2 to Corder. Cavazos with no strikeouts, 4 walks, 9 earned runs, 3 hits given up in his 2 innings. Hit a batter, his ERA 40.5. It took a beating yesterday when he came in, did not record an out. He faced 5 batters, gave up 2 runs on a hit and 3 walks, and that's a strike 3 call. So he's got a K here to start. Let's hope he learned some things he can do differently and has a good day today, man. He's played in every game he's caught. He's played out in the outfield and second base, I think, and also now pitching. Be good to see him do well. There's 1 up and 1 down now. Nobody on with Jamison Lynch, who reached on an error and made it all the way around to score eventually. 0-1 to him. And that one skips in and is outside anyway. 1-1 to Lynch. As Cavazos throws one in there, and it's right to the shortstop. And Hugsdahl gets it over to Alberts for the out, 6-3, so 2 up, 2 down. Much better inning here in the second than in that first. Will Shenzhen is the second baseman. Right-handed bat. He had an RBI single in the first and scored a run on a wild pitch. This is lifted to center. Could be a nice 1-2-3 inning if Cooper gets this one, and he does. One hands that one, and it's nicely done. Strike out, ground out, fly out, and we go to the bottom of the second, trailing 7-0 on AlbertLeeLive.com.
When you need insurance coverage for anything, you only need to make one call to Troy Thompson Agency in Albert Lea, 507-377-2852. Troy has been an independent insurance agent for a long time, and that means that he can find an insurance plan that's perfect for you from one of the many top-rated insurance companies he represents. It's complete insurance coverage for your car, home, life, and business. Troy Thompson Agency has it all for you in one place. 1330 West Main Street, Albert Lea. Call 507-377-2852 today and get the peace of mind you need.
All right, coming up here, Brendan Soper will lead off for Albert Lea. The 4-hitter as we went 1-2-3 in the first, even though we had a base hit out of Cooper Rassler, the second guy up. But the 5-4-3 double play erased him and Bakken and made it a 1-2-3 inning. So Soper, Alberts, and Henchy, the 4-5-6 hitters, due up. And, well, they gave up 7 in the first and then 1-2-3 in the second defensively with the pitching change. And now hopefully we can get the bats going and get back in this game. That would be nice, as Soper always wearing his red helmet. Yeah, I think he's the only one with a red helmet. There's a red one and a white one and a black one. I guess they just share the 3. That can get sweaty. Brendan is hitting .222. He's got 5 runs, 5 RBIs, 6 strikeouts, 11 walks. He leads in walks by 5 over the next. Garrett Hugsdahl's got 6, but 11 for Soper on the season with a double, and he also has 2 steals. Strike 1 to him. the bottom of the second. 7-0 Winona. Leadoff batter with a grounder to short. The guy with the blue glove gets it over to first in time, and it's 1 up, 1 down here in the second. Peyton Albert's coming up. Nice play there by Carter Anderson, who's not batting, the shortstop. It's kind of odd. The shortstop usually your best hitter or one of your best hitters, and a good athlete, but he's not batting today. Maybe just taking the day off. Maybe he's got a wrist bothering him, but Peyton Alberts is up. He's got a .269 average. 7 hits, third best on the team. 2 runs scored, 6 RBIs, so 1 off the team lead of Andon Brandt. Alberts also with 3 strikeouts, 5 walks, and a steal, and this 2-0 count now to him. With 1 out and nobody on. Bottom of 2 from Hike Field. The wind is blowing in today again. A little bit, not too strong. That's up high, and he takes a whack at it, and it goes out to left and is caught. A high fastball. Peyton liked it. Usually it's in your eyes. If you can see it like that, you take a swing. I always did, but that's a fly to left for 2 outs and nobody on. And Ethan Henchy, the lefty, coming up. Right fielder, batting 142 with a run scored, 4 RBIs. Hits that one to second, and another 1-2-3 inning defensively for Winona. And it is 7-0 after 2. Head to the top of the third here on AlbertLeeLive.com.
Window and Door, we believe what sets us apart is simple. We're local, we're invested in our community, and we stand behind our work. The next time you're planning a project, please give us a chance to earn your business. GT Window and Door, helping transform your house into a home.
Mr. Sandless in Albert Lea refinishes any kind of floors without sanding. Guaranteed adhesion, guaranteed satisfaction, best warranty in the business. Outdoors, they'll refinish decks, fences, furniture, concrete, and more. Any type of floor indoors like tile, slate, laminates, concrete, asphalt, ceramic, and more. Call local Mr. Sandless, Troy Irvine at 507-391-9100 or check them out online, MrSandless.com.
Same practice, same team, new focus. Advanced Family Dental is now Advanced Focus Dental. As dentistry has changed, we have too. We now offer full cosmetic dentistry in addition to routine dental care. Learn more at afd.dental.
Back here in Hike Field for the third inning, 7-0. The big crooked number at the top of the first for Winona, but everybody's been shut down since then. And they will bat the 6, 7, 8 hitters, Moses O'Brien, Max Nisbet, and Riker Shell here in the third. And Moses with a base hit and a run scored in that 7-run first. As they were cooled last inning with a 1-2-3 defensive effort, a strikeout, a ground out, and a fly out. See what they do here in the third. Right-handed batting Moses O'Brien swings and misses at a small 0-1 to start here. Cavazos with his second inning of work started. That hit him in the helmet. I thought it was going to go over his head for a little bit there, but he hit him. So hit by pitch, goes to first. And they got another base runner. First hit batter in the game for any pitcher. As Manny cruised through that first inning and then hits O'Brien with the second pitch. Here's Max Nisbet. He singled with an RBI and a run scored in the first. He plays right field. Strike called. Manny's been right in the plate, right in the zone. Except for that hit batter. There's a base hit. Just inside the line. Fair ball. First and second as O'Brien stops at the middle bag. And first hit given up by Manny Cavazos, but the 5th of the game for Winona. As Riker Shell, the DH, 8-hitter, comes up third this inning. He had a base hit, two RBI base hit in the first. Stole a base and scored a run. Very productive from the 8-hole. Inside, straightens his legs for ball 1. First and second, nobody out. Here we go again. Gotta get some outs, boys. Force out at any base on a ground ball to the infield. I would take it to third if I could to try and get that lead runner, but it depends where Shell puts it, and maybe Manny can get his second strikeout here too. That'd be good. Strike out the first batter he faced. I think he's got another one in him. That's a strike call. It's 2-1 now to Riker. Shell gets a strike called there, so 2-2. Two balls, two strikes, no outs, 2 on here in the third. And Cavazos checking the runners, now delivers up high. That's going to be a full count. 3-2. He only had one other 3-2 count. No, he had two other 3-2 counts. To Shira, the first batter of the game, and Noah Martinka, the pitcher who bats ninth, and he's on deck next. As we'll see him now, as that was a walk to load the bases with nobody out. First walk for Cavazos, second for Albert Lee pitching. Courtesy runner is number 10, Carter Anderson, the shortstop, who's not batting, so he'll get in there and run here at first. O'Brien at third, Nisbet at second, Anderson at first. And here's the pitcher, Noah Martinka, with a ball to him. He walked his first time up and then stole a base, but he got stranded at third. As they batted 11, scored 7. And that's where we are here in the bottom of the third, or top of the third, 7-0. There's a foul ball. A ball and a strike to Noah. Well, he's got the bases loaded, so good chance for the 9-hitter to pad some stats here, but Cavazos standing in the way. He's got a 1-1 count. Swing and a miss. Nice pitch. 1-2. Let's see if Manny can strike out his second victim today. It was outside, scoots away from Bakken and to the fence. The run scores. Everybody moves up 1, and it's 8-0 as O'Brien scores. Nisbet at third, Shell's on at second. There's still nobody out. It's 8-0. And the 2-2 pitch is another outside and low, so it's now a full count. Another full count. And a strike called sends Martinka back to the bench. Second strikeout for Cavazos. 1 out here in the third. Still bases, second and third, I'm sorry. They scored the run. Top of the order, Louis Shira. Third time at bat here. He's got, he reached on a catcher's interference in the first inning and then stole the base and scored. There's a slow roller to third, and they can't get the out. It gets past Peyton Alberts at first, and another run will score. So they both scored from second and third, Nisbet and Shell, to make it 10-0. And then no advancement after the overthrow for Shira. He stays at first. He reached on an E5. And now runner at first. 3 runs in this inning to make it 10-0. Still only one out on that strikeout to Martinka. And here's Rawson Sullivan. He blasts one to left. Soper chasing it down. That's foul. Strike one to Sullivan. Rawson had a single, stolen base and run scored in the first. And then also in the first, flew out to left for the third out of 11 at-bats and 7 runs that they scored. Now the 10-run rule, I don't know if it's a 15-run rule. A 10-run rule starts at the 5th. But they used to have like a 15-run rule in the 3rd or something. But I'm not sure if that exists anymore. I'd have to Google it or something. I'm too busy to do that. As Cavazos checks the runner at first. 1 out. 0-1 count. Strike call to Sullivan, and down to second goes Shira without a throw. 5th steal of the game for Winona. I think they know they're not going to get it thrown at. So they're just taking him at will. It's 0-2 though. As Cavazos says, I'll just take care of these guys myself with strikeouts. How about that? That one misses. 1-2. And also missed with that one. So he got ahead 0-2. Now it's 2-2 to Sullivan. With Quarter on deck. 1 out. Runner at second. Swing and a miss. Gets away from Bakken and down to first. So he did get a strikeout, but it's going to be he's going to be on after the misplay. So first and third now. As Shira takes the extra base as well. And now Quarter coming up here. They got another pinch runner. Looks like Brendan Troke running over there at first. Nope, I may be wrong. 17 is Parker Prechek. Prechek at first. Sullivan at third. 1 out. And a foul ball. Strike 1 to Quarter. He struck out his last time up. Flew out to center his first time up. 0-for-2 day for him. Lefty hitting left fielder. And that's scoots away from Bakken, but no advancement from third. And it's 1-1. Ball and a strike with 1 out. Runners at the corners here in the third. Another one gets past catcher, and down to second goes the pinch runner. Prechek. As Quarter takes ball 3, 3-1. Shira at third. And now Prechek at second. And a walk. Loads the bases. The second walk for Cavazos in his 2 innings of relief, or inning and a third so far. So bases loaded and 1 out for Jamison Lynch. 8th man to come up in the third. He reached on an error and scored in the first, and then was out on a grounder to short last inning. Again, another one gets through past Bakken, and the run scores. Everybody moves up 1. Shira comes in to make it 11-0. Sullivan, Prechek at third. Quarters at second. Second and third, 1 out. And a 1-0 count to Lynch. Cavazos, long look in. Now he's ready to go. the outside corner to the right-handed batter, and it's 1-1 to Lynch. Strike is called there. Ball and 2 strikes. Cavazos ready to deal with 1-2. And that one's on the ground. Third baseman has it. The run's going to score, but they get the second out at first. Runners both advance as Corder is in at third now, with Sullivan scoring to make it 12-0. We're only in the third inning here. Things getting out of hand as Lynch was out 5-3 for the second out. 2 down. Runner at third. And the hit around again as this is to center. Oh, not quite being able to catch it out there. Cooper Rassler as it bounces in front of him, and Shenzhen is on with an RBI single. 13-0 as Corder scores. Actually, it's pre-check. So, they bat around again. And Moses O'Brien is up with Shenzhen at first and 2 down. Ball 1 to O'Brien. Manny, his pitch is in there. The breaking pitch gets across. And it's 1-1 with 2 outs and a runner at first, but down 12-0. And the pitch is up high. So it's 2-1. Manny checks the runner, kicks and fires. On the ground to third again. And another nice play. Nice long throw across as he makes the play over there. That's Andon Brandt, who switched with Cavazos at third and pitcher. And they get that third out on a 5-3 putout. 2 5-3s in a row, in fact. And that is it. They bat around again, go 10 deep this time, and come up with 5 more to make it 12-0 after 2.5. Albert Lee Bats got to get going when we return on AlbertLeeLive.com.
GT is proud to be a sponsor of Albert Lee Athletics. We're committed to protecting your home with seamless gutters and leak protection.
For your home's protection, visit guttersbygt.com for a free estimate.
Together, we're building a stronger community on and off the field. Go Tigers!
Does fall and winter typically mean the end of outdoor adventures for your family? Well, not anymore. Visit North Star Recreation in Owatonna and keep the fun alive all year round. Online at northstar-recreation.com and drive away with your new trailer.
Service Master by Ayat's Janitorial Services cover everything from floor care and carpet cleaning to general cleaning, windows, and power washing. Call Service Master by Ayat today.
The man in the yellow van, call Service Master.
It's 12-0 as Albert Lee will be coming up to bat in the bottom of the third here. They haven't even gone through the order once. The 7, 8, 9 hitters coming up here in the third. Andon Brandt, Felix Budrick, and Manny Cavazos. Due against Martinka, who has just given up 1 hit. 1, 2, 3 innings. Rassler got a base hit, but he was erased in a double play right after that. And he's had 3 ground ball outs, 2 on pop-ups, and that double play. Here comes Brandt. And then with a .210 average. Has 4 runs scored, 7 RBIs, 4 strikeouts, 5 walks, a double, 3 steals. It's been filling up the categories a little bit. And there's a shot to second, but right at the second baseman, Shenzhen, and it's 1 up, 1 down. 7 straight set down by Martinka. Felix Budrick, the right-handed batting second baseman. 8-hitter. 2 for 18 on the year, 111 average, 2 RBIs, 5 strikeouts, 2 walks on the year for Felix. Takes strike 1. Martinka, dirt from head to toe. His white pants are barely white anymore, and 0-2. Steps back, does Felix, at an inside pitch. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out, nobody on. Bottom of the third, down 12-0. And it hits the inside corner, says the ump, and that is strike 3 for the second out and the first strikeout for Martinka. And that brings up 9-hitter Manny Cavazos. Manny hitting .066 with 4 runs, 1 RBI, 14 strikeouts, 5 walks. Needs to turn that around a little bit. That should be the other way around, 14 walks and 5 strikeouts. But these guys are young. They're doing the best they can. And they'll just get better and better as they get going. Some of these guys getting playing time that might not have if they'd had 15 players a game. You never know. Maybe they are the best 9 anyway. Find out, hopefully, a little bit more in the playoffs, and maybe next year we'll have more turnout here for VFW games. I know that even the Legion has had a hard time just getting to 9 players sometimes. So, gotta get the communication lines open and share players if possible. Heck, when I was a kid, I'd have played for 3 teams, doubleheaders all the time. I would have just played all day. You wouldn't know that looking at me now, but I was a little in-shape kid. Strike is called 2-2 now to Cavazos. 2 outs, nobody on here in the third. Ooh, that hit his helmet. Oof, that's the second time that's happened. We hit one of their guys in the helmet, and he hit one of ours. I guess it's even. First hit batter for Martinka, and we've got a base runner with 2 outs. Top of the order, Garrett Hugsdahl. Best hitter so far this year for Albert Lee at .379. So maybe he can get something going here. After Manny gets hit in the head. Hugsdahl and Rassler on deck. That's too short. 3 hops. And the throw to first in time to get Garrett. And in the inning on a 6-3 putout. So they leave 1 stranded, and it's still 12-0. We are through 3 here at Hike Field on AlbertLeeLive.com.
Take the first step toward the smile you've always wanted with a call to Alpha Orthodontics in Albert Lea. Dr. Gleich specializes in creating confident, picture-perfect smiles and is the area's only top 1% Diamond Invisalign provider. If you're looking for a less noticeable way to straighten your teeth, ask about Invisalign. Call 507-377-0222 today and schedule your complimentary consultation. Alpha Orthodontics, where dream smiles begin.
At GT Window and Door, we believe what sets us apart is simple. We're local, we're invested in our community, and we stand behind our work. The next time you're planning a project, please give us a chance to earn your business. GT Window and Door, helping transform your house into a home.
Back here at Hike Field, 12-0. Winona taking it to Albert Lea. 7 runs in the first, 5 in the third. They did get a 1-2-3 defensive second inning, Albert Lea, but lots of wild pitches, pass balls, couple of errors. 2 pitchers, Brandt and Cavazos, together with 7 hits. There's 3 walks between them. Manny does have 2 strikeouts. They had 2 errors as well, and a hit batter for Manny. But they've had plenty of base runners, these guys. In fact, they had one guy, the first guy of the game, got on with catcher's interference and ended up scoring. They scored 7 in that first, batting 11 guys, then a 1-2-3 second, and then they batted 10 last inning. That's way too much. Moses O'Brien, Max Nisbet, and Riker Shell will start off here. 6, 7, 8 hitters for, don't even do it. 6, 7, 8 hitters for Winona. As actually, we have a pinch hitter here. It's Parker Prechek for Moses. So taking over at first, I would imagine. Strike is called, nice and loud. I like that. Leave no mistake. Yes, Prechek will lead off the fourth here, up 12-0. Got on as a pinch runner and scored last inning. And he fouls one to go 0-2. Manny's starting to feel it, I think. He's got 2 strikeouts, and he likes that. Who needs defense when I can just strike him out? He delivers, and that's a swing and a miss. And like I said, strikeouts are fun. 1 up, 1 down. That's his 3rd K. He's had 1 each inning so far, Manny. Let's start putting some together, bud. Here's Max Nisbet, who singled, had an RBI single in the first and scored, and then singled again in the third. He's 2 for 2. 2 runs scored and an RBI. That ain't bad from the 7th spot. He's the right fielder. And I think that was out of the zone. 1-0. Manny delivers, and that's hit to right. Shallow. Coming in is Soper making the catch out there. That's not Soper, that's Henschey. Henschey out and right with the grab, and it's 2 up, 2 down for Riker Shell. He had a 2 RBI single in the first and scored a run, and then walked and scored in the third. 2 down, nobody on here. Top of 4. Trying to slow this Winona train down here. Post 1287, doing well. 19-1, I was told. Yeah, strike there. Makes it 1-1. Two and 0, I guess. The big scoreboard here at Ike says 2-0. We'll go with them, 2-0. Although he just called a strike, so it's got to be a strike. And it doesn't matter. It's a base hit right up the middle. And Shell is on with a 2-out single. 3rd hit off of Cavazos. It's their 7th hit of the game. And it brings up 9-hitter Noah Martinka's spot. And he's going to get a pinch hitter. Who is that? Number 1? I don't have a number 1. Noah was 18. Oh, we're at the top of the order. Well, I'm off then. As Martinka is the guy at first. So I missed a batter here somewhere. Prechek must have gone in for Nesbitt at the right field, as that's a slow roller to short. And it's played over to first in time for the 3rd out. Shira is down, and, well, we got another 0 up on the board. That's good news. But down 12-0 in the bottom of the 4th is looming large for Albert Lee. Got to get some runs going right now here on AlbertLeeLive.com.
When you need insurance coverage for anything, you only need to make one call to Troy Thompson Agency in Albert Lee, 507-377-2852. Troy has been an independent insurance agent for a long time, and that means that he can find an insurance plan that's perfect for you from one of the many top-rated insurance companies he represents. It's complete insurance coverage for your car, home, life, and business. Troy Thompson Agency has it all for you in one place. 1330 West Main Street, Albert Lee. Call 507-377-2852 today and get the peace of mind you need.
Same practice, same team, new focus. Advanced Family Dental is now Advanced Focus Dental. As dentistry has changed, we have too. We now offer full cosmetic dentistry in addition to routine dental care. Learn more at afd.dental.
As we get to the bottom of the 4th now, 12-0. A 10-run rule for 5 innings is looming, so we got to start getting some runs here. And it's going to start Cooper Rassler, Bryant Bakken, and Brendan Soper. I feel some hits coming up here. Try and avoid the 10-run rule anyway. 1 hit is all they've managed. That was second batter, this guy, Cooper Rassler, coming up. Had a base hit in his only at bat today, and it raises his average up from where it was, 258 coming in. It's been productive. He's played for both the VFW and the Legion. For the Legion team, he's batting .272 with runs scored and 3 strikeouts. He's also pitched 3 1/3 innings. No, that was Cooper. Yeah, that's Cooper. 3 1/3 innings pitched for the Legion. He has pitched 10 2/3 innings for the VF, so does a lot for this team. Takes ball 1. 1-0, starting the 4th inning, down 12. 2-0 from Martinka. Was there a singer called Martinka back in the 90s, I believe it was. Had a hit or 2. Slow songs, as I recall. Tin Soldiers or something like that. I'm just guessing. 3-0. Now he walked him on 4 straight. Look at that. And the leadoff batter's on. First walk for Martinka. Maybe he's tiring. Bryant Bakken hit into a double play his first time up, so he's due. Bryant with a .280 average coming in. Cooper wastes no time. Slides in safely with a steal at second. First stolen base for Albert Lee, and they got a runner in scoring position. With nobody out, and Bakken with an 0-1 count. That's on the ground. Oh, a nasty hop, but a nice play. How did he get that one? The shortstop, Carter Anderson, had a nice play there. That hop, he got it off his shoulder. He was looking at his waist to field that one, but good instincts and fast reactions. And he got the out, but moved the runner to third. Cooper, 1 out for Brendan Soper. He grounded out to short his first time up. Still just a 1 hit in the game from Cooper. It'd be nice to see us get some more here. And a base hit would score Cooper. And avoid the shutout anyway. Strike is called. 1-1 to Soper. That one misses. 2-1. Two balls, 1 strike. This is lifted straight up and to the left. I think he's going to run out of room. Nope. Almost made the catch over there. The nice acrobatic try for Devin Corder, the third baseman. Couldn't do it, and it's just a strike. So 2-2 to Brendan. 1 out. Runner 90 feet away from getting out of the shutout scenario. That's another foul and out of play. Stays 2-2. And it was Martinka ready to go and fires. It misses low, and it's a full count to Soper. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Hits that one to third and gets by the third baseman, and shortstop tries to get in there, but it was too late. That's going to be an E5. Soper reaches, but since it was over there at third, Cooper couldn't advance, so he's still at third. First and third, one out. And Peyton Alberts is up. He flew out to left field his first time up. He's hitting .269 coming in. And the runner goes. They throw to third, and Soper takes second, stolen base. Cooper's back in, so second and third now with one out. Two in scoring position. Alberts needs to homer here, and then we'll have a 12-3 game, and the 10-run rule's out the door for now. But the wind is dead right now, so not blowing in anymore. Strike is called, though, to Peyton. It's 0-2. One out. Two ducks out there on the pond for Peyton Alberts. And he slow rolls a foul ball down the first baseline. And they waited long enough, but called foul. Stays 0-2. Checks the runners and then delivers low. 1-2. Still only one out here. Most batters they've had in an inning. That's 4. They had 4 bat last inning. 3 in the first, 3 in the second. And now 4 in the last 2 so far, as it's 2-2 to Peyton Alberts. He's working his way back after falling behind 0-2 to Martinka. That one rolls foul third base side. Still 2-2. One out. 2 in scoring position here for Peyton, and he golfs one to left, but it's hanging up there and gets caught for out number 2. That's unfortunate. He looked like it was going to kind of drop in there, but it hung up in the humid air. And now it's up to Ethan Henchy to get some runs going here. The lefty, the right fielder, left-handed batter. He grounded out to second his first time up. He's got 2 on, and 2 outs. Swings and misses, strike 1. Bottom of the 4th, 12-0 Winona. Martinka fires. Swing, awkward swing there, but it gets away from the catcher, and that's going to score a run. So we do avoid the shutout as Rassler comes in. It's 12-1, and down to third goes Soper. And it's 2, or whether it's 0-2 because that was a strike. So he swung and missed, and the catcher couldn't come up with the ball, and it allows the run to score. This is a base hit to right. And Henchy is on. Second hit of the game for Albert Lee. Runner at first, 2 outs. And here's Andon Brandt, who lined out to second his first time up. Really got a hold of one, but it just went right into the glove of the second baseman. We've had a lot of that lately, too. Some hard hits that just go right to defensive players. They got to try and find those openings. There's a big gap between first and second now, with the first baseman playing on the bag with Henchy over there taking his lead. It's 1-1 now to Andon. And the pitch is low. 2-1. Low again, 3-1. See, 1, 2, 3. There were 6 batters in here. By far the most in one inning up today for Albert Lee. This was scheduled to be a doubleheader, but it's probably a good thing they didn't, because they only have 9 guys, and that would be tough to play a doubleheader in the heat with just 9 guys. Fouled back, 3-2 to Andon Brandt. Plus, Winona has to go to Byron. That's an hour from here. So after this game, they're going to Byron to play another game. and then they can go home. And a walk. So Brandt draws a walk. Second of the game for Martinka, both this inning. And it's first and second with 2 outs. And Felix Budrick is due up, and they'll go talk to Martinka about what's going wrong here. It's kind of falling apart in the fourth a little bit. I mean, 2 runs in. It's not really falling apart when you're up 12-2, but they may not take him out. But it looks like they're going to. And it looks like he's not all too happy about it. Well, he's going to. He took the ball, the manager, but I don't know that he's going to switch anything. He's talking to oh, yeah, they got to switch here. As number 19 comes in to pitch. I don't have a 19. Yeah, he didn't give me 19. Let me see here. Unless Brendan Troke is 19. Yeah, that's probably what it is. Because it looks like a 14. This guy up here. It's probably the 19. Brendan Troke. So he will be the relief pitcher. Right-hander. Get as many warm-up tosses as he might need. He was a bench player. I think he pinch ran earlier in the game, but he'll be pitching here as Noah Martinka goes 3 2/3 of an inning. Gives up 2 runs, 2 hits, 2 walks, a strikeout, an error, and a hit batter. He'll face Felix Budrick first up here with 2 down and runners at first and second here in the fourth. 2 runs in for Albert Lee. So they avoid the shutout, but they still have a 10-run rule in effect, but it doesn't take effect until next inning. So they can get a score here and then hold them scoreless in the fifth. They'll be in better shape to extend this game past 5 innings. That's a strike call. Felix has been better lately at the plate. He started out pretty slow. He was over, I can't remember what it was, but he's got now a couple of hits, a couple of RBIs lately. 2-1. And he swings and misses to make it 2-2. I see a lot of these guys, they seem to lean back a little bit when they swing, and that's you got to lean into the pitch. And that one gets away, and down to second and third go the base runners. Henschy's on third. Brandt at second. It's 3-2 to Felix. First base is open. Manny Gavasso's on deck. 2 down. 2 in. A 3-2 count. A lot of 2s on the board. 12-2. And strike 3 is called to Budrick, and he's down for the 3rd out. That's the first strikeout for Troke, of course, in relief. And he puts a stop to things, but to get 2 and avoid the shutout. 12-2 through 4 innings of play as we go to the top of the 5th on AlbertLeeLive.com.
When you need insurance coverage for anything, you only need to make one call to Troy Thompson Agency in Albert Lea, 507-377-2852. Troy has been an independent insurance agent for a long time, and that means that he can find an insurance plan that's perfect for you from one of the many top-rated insurance companies he represents. It's complete insurance coverage for your car, home, life, and business. Troy Thompson Agency has it all for you in one place. 1330 West Main Street, Albert Lea. Call 507-377-2852 today and get the peace of mind you need.
Same practice, same team, new focus. Advanced Family Dental is now Advanced Focus Dental. As dentistry has changed, we have too. We now offer full cosmetic dentistry in addition to routine dental care. Learn more at afd.dental.
Back here at Hike Field, 12-2 after 4. And coming up here, the 2-3-4 hitters due up. Rawson Sullivan, Devin Corder, and Jamison Lynch for Winona. And it is going to be Sullivan. He has singled, stole a base, and scored in the first. And he had 2 at-bats in the first. Second at-bat, he flew out to left. Then he struck out, but Bakken dropped the ball at catcher and couldn't get him out at first, so he ended up scoring in that inning. And here he is, 4th at bat, ball 1, from Manny Cavazos, who's starting his 4th inning of work. Came in the 2nd, relieving Andon Brandt. He's got 3 strikeouts, Manny. And that is fouled third base side. A scorcher. A scalded dog down the third baseline. Cavazos, by the way, those were his first 3 strikeouts of the year. He had pitched 2 innings coming into today for the VFW. And now, like I said, he's got 3 complete innings, so getting some more time out there, and he's really starting to work at 3 strikeouts, 2 walks, 3 hits, 5 runs, hit batter. He needs to lower that ERA. That's a shot to center, and Cooper Ressler right there to make the catch. 1 up, 1 down in the 5th for Winona. They're on their way to being the top seed. I think they're in our district. We may have to play them in the playoffs first round, as they're 19-1 and we're 1-9. Devin Corder flew out to center, struck out, and walked. Scored a run, too, after the walk in the 3rd. That bounces in, so ball 1 to Corder. Jamison Lynch is due up, but they're going to put in number 19, Troke, Troke. 2-0 to Corder. And that one misses as well. 3-0 start here for Cavazos on Corder. He should be taken all the way. Let's throw it across the plate here, buddy. The strike is called. 3-1. 1 out, nobody on, top of 5. They've only scored in 2 innings, but it's the amount they scored in those 2 innings. They batted around and got 7 in the first, and batted around and got 5 in the 3rd. There's a walk with 1 out to Corder, so he's on. 3rd walk for Cavazos. And here comes Brendan Troke, batting for Jamison Lynch, who went 0 for 3. Reached on an error, grounded out to short, and grounded out to 3rd. He did score a run in that 7-run first. And Troke came into pitch this last half inning. And it's half swing, but they're going to call it a strike. The runner goes. And safely at second is Corder. As Bakken looks a little worn out from chasing down these balls. It's hard on the thighs and knees, and he's got to squat down there behind the plate and then get up and find the ball and chase it down. And it's a workout in the heat. It's one that's fouled and out of play. 0-2. As Manny checks in, he can get another strikeout here. 0-2. This is in the air. Foul territory over by the first base dugout, and that's out of play. Didn't get out of play, but couldn't make the play. As it stays 0-2 to Troke. And that one misses inside. 1-2 to Brendan Troke. As we're an hour and 15 into this game. Are you using both views there, Paisley? Or just the one? Getting some close-ups like that. There's a strike called. That's his fourth strikeout, Manny Cavazos. And the second out of the inning brings up Will Shenzhen, unless they got a pinch hitter for him, and they do. It's Max Fish, number 13, coming in. So Fish in the pinch hitting role here. Shenzhen got up 4 times. Ground out, fly out, and 2 1 RBI base hits, and he scored a run. So very productive. Second baseman Shenzhen. Now Max Fish with a ball and a strike. Cavazos with 4 strikeouts, 3 walks, 3 hits. Came into the second, gave up the 5 runs in the third, but other than that, he's put up goose eggs. But right now, a runner at second with a swing and a miss. 1-2, 2 down. Logan Wycheck is on deck, another pinch hitter. Should Fish reach here? And they balk Manny. He's going to go explain what he did, but usually that's when you make him. Usually it's when you make a move toward home. He's got to come to a complete stop, and I guess he was wagging his leg or something, the umpire says. Manny goes, "What are you talking about, dude?" All that happened there is the runner goes to third. So Quarters at third now with 2 down. It's a 1-2 count. And Manny's just going to have... He does kind of rock his front leg. Needs to hold it steady. There he does. And delivers. And that is fouled and out of play. Still 1-2. Sometimes you don't even know you're doing something. It's just something you've done for a while, and he might have been the first ump to catch it. I didn't catch it until he pointed it out. This is ripped to left. And fair ball as Soper plays it. Run scores to make it 13-2 on an RBI single by Fish. Extends the inning with 2 outs, and now Logan Wycheck hitting for Precheck, who was hitting for O'Brien. And Wycheck lifts one, infield pop. Third baseman's got it. And the third out. Nice grab there for Manny, Andon Brandt. And, well, they scored 1 to make it 13-2. Now they got to avoid this 10-run rule. They got to come up with 2 here in the bottom of the 5th, so the game is over early. We'll see if they do it here when we return on AlbertLeeLive.com.
Fall and winter typically mean the end of outdoor adventures for your family? Well, not anymore. Visit North Star Recreation in Owatonna and keep the fun alive all year round. Online at northstar-recreation.com and drive away with your new trailer.
You have a brand new house. The construction has left a giant mess of dust and dirt. Call Service Master by Hyatt today. 877-945-0993.
The man in the yellow van, call Service Master.
Back here at Hike Field. And the 10-run rule has reared its ugly head. 13-2 lead for Winona. So unless Albert Lee can score 2 here in this half inning, the game will end early. But should they get 2 or more, we'll just continue playing. Which I favor, because I like watching baseball. And last warm-up tosses here for Troke. As they've pretty much used everybody off their bench, I think. Wycheck just made the last out. That was his first at-bat. Fish got an at-bat. Precheck got an at-bat. And Troke. Yep, they used all 4 guys. We have no bench players. All of our guys played. It's Manny Cavazos, Garrett Hugsdall, and Cooper Rassler. The 9-1-2 hitters to face Troke, who's got a strikeout. Came in last inning in relief. And pitched to one guy, got the strikeout on Budrick. And now Manny, who is, we got hit by a pitch his first time up. He's got one hit on the season. And the strike is called to him. He's got an RBI too. So strike one to Manny Cavazos. Watches that one go, and that's a called strike on the outside corner. And now he's going to have to swing at anything close. Well, that goes behind him. That ain't very close. It's actually close, but the wrong way. 1-2. Troke delivers outside. 2-2. And he struck him out on 5 pitches. 1 up, 1 down. Down to their last 2 outs unless they can score a couple here. Troke with 2 strikeouts, 2 men faced. And Garrett Hugsdale, top of the order, popped out to the pitcher and grounded out to short. He's 0 for 2. Came in with a lofty average. Actually, his average had been up to in the mid 400s, but now it's down to 379 and even farther with an 0-2 start today. Strike 1 to Garrett. Outside, 1-1. 1 out, nobody on here in the 5th. Down 11, needing 2 runs here. Or a quick exit. And I'm sure Winona would appreciate that because they got to go to Byron yet and play a game today. 2-1. And the pitch is swung, followed right back to our location, so 2-2. Did that move the camera at all? I've been bungee cording that thing down, and it seems to hold it steady. That'll happen. That's a ground ball to short, as Garrett's on his horse, but he's not going to beat that throw. Pretty good shortstop over there for Winona. Pretty good team, 19-1. Shows. As that is now 1 out away from ending the game early. Cooper Rassler, the last hope for Albert Lee here. Hit a base hit in his first time up. Then he walked, stole a base, and scored on a pass ball. Cooper on twice today, 258 batting average coming in. It's got strike 1 called to him. And a swing and a miss down to the last strikeout here. And he swings and misses at that one, and the game is over. The 3 strikeouts in 4 batters faced for Troke. That's pretty good. So it's all over in a 13-2 loss. So what we'll do, Paisley, is we'll take the Service Master cleanup break near the end there and come back and wrap things up here from Hike Field on AlbertLeeLive.com.
A brand new house, or you just got done with a remodeling project. You want to show it off, but the construction has left a giant mess of dust and dirt. This is Beth Ayatt. After the work is done, let Service Master by Ayatt make sure that you don't have to do more work to clean up after the construction crew leaves. Show off and demand the yellow van. Call Service Master by Ayatt today, 877-945-0993.
The van, the yellow van, call Service Master.
Put your business in front of thousands of local fans while supporting your local high school students and activities. Advertise right here on AlbertLeeLive.com. We create customized ads to best fit the needs of your business. AlbertLeeLive.com broadcasts more than 150 local high school games and events every year, and our viewership is growing fast as word gets out about our quality broadcasts. Stand out as a community and school supporter while attracting new customers by advertising on AlbertLeeLive.com. Contact Lance at 651-734-3963 or Lance at lmrmedia.org.
Well, a 13-2 score here with Winona going to like 20-1 on the year, something crazy like that. and we fall to 1-10 with the loss here. 7 runs in that first inning for Winona, and they were off and running for sure. They are a well-tuned machine heading towards playoffs. They have I know they have a game at Byron, and I think he told me they got 2 more games next week or something. But we are down to our last game now tomorrow with Austin coming to town. 5 o'clock start time for the last regular season game for the VFW 447 guys. As they came up with 2 later runs in the 4th, starting out with a walk to Rassler. He stole a base, ended up on 3rd, and came in on a pass ball. Then 1 out, Soper reached on an error, stole second base, and scored later in the inning on a base hit by Hinchy. So that was the extent of the offense. I was impressed with Manny Cavazos. You know, he had 2 innings pitched coming into today, no strikeouts, 4 walks. His ERA was 40.5 because he gave up 9 earned runs in his 2 innings. We get a rough outing last night when he came in and gave up some runs with no outs produced. He took a hit to the ERA, but it's going to come down now. He gave up the 5 runs in the 3rd. I don't know how many of them were earned, but I'll check that out. But he also had 4 strikeouts, his first 4 Ks of the year, and I think he gained a lot of confidence as he went throughout the game. So that was good to see. And then Brandt had a rough first inning, giving up those 7 runs. And that's all he pitched. But Manny took it the rest of the way in extensive duty. And we'll come back tomorrow, 5 o'clock, against Austin right here at Ike Field to wrap up the regular season. Thanks to Paisley, my daughter. Thanks to all of our